I want to talk to you about friend zones. It's something we all come across once in a while, and I've been stuck in this friend zone for a long time with this one guy, and I'm not gonna name him or anything like that because I just don't want to. And he's been like playing me and all that kind of stuff for quite a while. We got to know each other through work. The restaurant that we were working at, we basically worked this close to each other every single time we worked together. And I sent him some, like, not a love poem, but some lyrics to a new song that I'm going to be writing. And I'm sending it to him, I'm waiting and waiting. And last night, he comes back and he's like, the only word that he sent was no. No, I don't like you that way. And I'm like, okay, great to let me know 2.5 years later. He is much younger than me. He's 9 years younger than me, but sometimes it isn't big. And the one thing when I want to get into a relationship or I want to be a little closer to someone, some people like somehow just push me into the friend zone and say, oh, this is the safer place to be. I feel comfortable in doing this. I know you don't want to be in like a sex kind of relationship. Sorry for talking about it like that, but I don't prefer it. And recently I watched Ricky Dillon's coming out video, and I was like, a lot of the same things you're talking about and doing, I do the same thing. And I'm not asexual one bit. No, no, no. I've had relationships. Like I've like best friend relationships and friends with benefit kind of relationships. Don't ever do that, stupid. It gets you in big trouble. Just listen to me on this. Don't do friends with benefits, unprotected kind of deal. It's not safe. Always use protection no matter what, and always protect yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. So I'm telling you, be safe, and learn from your experience of all the stupid things you did as teenagers and your early 20s, and you just learn now that you're older and you should know better. I should know better. Friendships and relationships are totally different, and when you're stuck in the middle of them in the friend zone, sometimes you're like, oh, what do I say? How do I act? What do I do? I know I like this person, but they don't like me in that kind of way. What you do is you lay it out online. You just flat out there, just lay it out, because you don't know what this person's going to say or do. You're going to be like, I'm nervous. You're going to have your phone open every 5 minutes checking to see if this person checked their text or responded or something like that. And there was times this week that I would be like, oh my gosh, he hasn't like responded back to these lyrics yet. How does he feel about them and all that? And sometimes people get kind of nervous when you send them kind of like romantic lyrics. Now I'm going to be coming out with some music soon, so keep your ears and eyes out for that kind of stuff, because I'm really excited. I'm trying to figure out how to do some mixing music. I'm going to be talking to a couple of my buddies, one that actually works at a music school in Portland, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I can like work with you now and try to get like a cool band and music and all that kind of stuff. I've known him for like a long time. Before these guys. And this is my buddy Skylar. He lives in Nashville now, and yeah, he's gonna be in every single video of mine now. Miss you, bud. Yeah, I miss him. And then this is another main guy, and then that's Sparks the Rescue Bear. Sorry you can't see it, but I just zoom it in so you just have to talk about him. Sometimes it takes a while for people to come around and actually talk about their feelings and stuff. For me, I didn't like automatically fall in love with someone or tell them my whole entire backstory and who I am and how I feel and all that stuff. No, I really don't. Unless I've known you for quite a while, and sometimes it's difficult to express your love to someone that you actually really like. And for me, sometimes just saying I love you is kind of a joke. And it's not a joke to a lot of people. It's just, it feels like a joke to me. One of my best friends and I have been really working, like constantly working each time we see each other, that we say I love you about 5 times. 10 times or something like that. We just say love you, hugs, all that kind of stuff. No kisses. We don't do that kind of stuff. If you know my Instagram and that stuff, the Larkinator1, you've probably seen her kid. I take care of him sometimes. So I've been watching out for our kid recently. A couple times. And it's like amazing. And I've had like baby fever a couple times, and I'm like, no kids, no kids, no kids. And with relationships and stuff, going to the relationship part instead of like the single life or the friend zone kind of thing, relationships. When I'm looking for a relationship, I want to look for someone that wants to adopt. No, there is no way ever that a kid's gonna come out of me. There. Why people friend zone me, it's because they don't understand my gender. I don't have a gender, people. Come on. As Chase Ross, he says, squiggly line. And I took that term on perfectly. And each time I see someone be like, oh, I'm kind of confused. There's someone at the grocery store that I go to sometimes, and it says a girl's name on the tag, but doesn't look like a girl, and it looks like a non-gender person. I'm 2 thumbs up for this teenager to just be whoever they want to be, and it's kind of cool to see other people like me in my community. It's like really cool. And I recently found someone on Instagram that lives in Portland that's a non-gender binary person, and I was like, oh. So yeah, I was really excited when I found that. I was like, holy crap, there's people actually in my state and in my like town, city and stuff that are like me. And I thought I was the only person here, but not really. And with like the non-gender thing, I have to find someone that's in the LGBTQ family, because I don't want to have someone that's cis or